Don't worry, dear viewer, Metal Mondays is back. What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Willie Knox Hill. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, listen, it has been criminal. I did not realize I've literally reacted to this entire Sleep Token album except for one singular song. Will we complete the journey today? Right now, it's none other than Even in Arcadia. But before we get any further, listen, if you like that little preview in the intro, yes, that is metal. That is happening on my latest song. You can thank this Metal Monday series and just all of this influence that I've had since I've entered this new world. It's called Bloody Murder. It's out right now. I'm so proud of it. You guys are loving the music video. You're loving everything that's gone into this dystopian world and just journey that we've created. We've really put a lot into this art. I'm so proud of it. If you want to check it out, if you want to support, I'll put all links down there. But anyways, know what we're here for. Sleep Token? Let's finish this. What in the bells? Oh, that's eerie. Wow. All right, so the way that this picks up, I love how it opens and you hear what I call like just that vinyl scratch, right? It's like the white noise space that you get of a record, of the audio, right? Just that crackle that you can hear. And I love how that crackle just kind of sits because it creates this sort of atmospheric blend of sound. And then obviously you just have these bells that are super reverby and yet super like kind of drowned down into the mix. They almost become like just a natural part of that atmospheric feel as well. Just kind of like transporting you and making you feel just like a part of a place. Like we're creating this nether realm. And normally, you know, bells, which obviously are often taken and can be used more positively, I want to say. Like they just have this, you know, this lighthearted connotation to them. The way that Sleep Token is using them, that's so eerie and trippy. And you almost have like this dissonance of some of these sounds like kind of crashing into each other. As it builds, wow. And then it starts to fade here, right? It starts to lessen. And we give way to this beautiful piano. But again, a lot of reverb on this piano. Very atmospheric, moody piano to start with. I just feel like after we had kind of that sort of like dissonance and that anxiety that was building there, like this piano comes in to like allay those fears and to kind of soothe that stress. Come now, swing wide those gates, 'cause I have paid my penance kindly, waiting time for judgment day. Somehow turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. Have you been waiting? Man, I can't tell you how much I love Sleep Token's lyricism. Let's break this down. He's got a nice rhyme pattern too, right? The first word here, he's going to use as an internal rhyme to start, and then he bounces out to the external scheme. Just a little bit of like rhyme writing as an MC that I appreciate from a lyrical perspective, but then also like we get more metaphorical going into this. So he takes caught now, and then the next line after this he'll use somehow, right? Swing wide those gates. And then gates are external rhyme. Swing wide those gates, and I think about like the celestial gates, right? The gates of heaven or the gates of the gods. 'Cause I have paid my penance kindly, waiting time for judgment. I have paid my penance. Again, the religious references when it's time for Judgment Day, when I'm here at the end, which is why when you think the gates, because he talks about Judgment Day, he talks about the final day. And there's your somehow, back to that setup of that internal rhyme I talked about. And then fate rhymes with day, which rhymes with gates. You know what's dope too about the delivery here? My fate. He just hits that T. Like he could have just like let it fade and not even hit that T, but somehow like just that whispered kind of breathy T right there. Just admits the strain. He's got just a perfect warble, like just this strain of angst to his voice. It's beautiful, but at the same time, like it gives me anxiety. I just feel the pain in it, you know?
Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades.
It's a great line.
Have you been waiting long for me? I am the final dawn. I am the flood. What was missing from those scriptures will be written in my blood. Deep down.
I am the flood, right? The biblical reference of the great flood. I'm the final dawn. Revelations, Judgment Day is coming.
In my blood. Deep down into the mud. What good is all this talk of wings when there is nothing left above? Have you been waiting?
What good is all this talk of wings when there's nothing left above? Man, that's poetic.
Is all this talk of wings?
I take it as wings. Like, what is all this talk of hope, of rising up when there's nothing left? Like, you just feel this desolation. And for me, I feel like it's a perfect just metaphor for what he feels in the conflict within his own mind. And kind of, for me, I think when you're filled with anxiety, you get filled with stress. One of the things is you start obsessing over your health, and you also start obsessing over death. And I'm speaking from personal experience. And you start really contemplating and thinking about what's next and turning over these ideas and these philosophies in your mind. And for me, I feel that stress and that anxiety within this music. I feel that conflict mentally. And then I also feel this just looking spiritually and searching for something more, and then looking and questioning eternity and questioning death and even life and futures as well, and getting wrapped up in those worlds. And you feel all this tension underneath of it all.
What good is all this talk of wings?
That was really dope. There's like like something really sharp just like crackled off to the side amidst this beautiful voice and this beautiful piano. And again, you know how I talk about just like this added, almost unnecessary tension and stress? I think that like fills our minds and is symbolic of that.
What good is all
Right there.
this talk of wings when there is nothing left above? Have you been waiting long for me? Have you been waiting long?
Yeah. Wow.
We've got a taste for one another and a few good years to kill. No matter what is real, it seems that even in Arcadia you walk beside me still. Have you been waiting long?
Even in Arcadia, you walk beside me still. And the mythological references in Arcadia, like the land of the gods, but obviously matching the theme of this entire album. And for me, you've had this poetic story of the gods, to me, of two gods, of this strenuous, on, off, toxic love, relationship, connection. And that for me is amongst those gods and amongst those realms and that mythology. There's also been the theme throughout of to the fans, like we saw with Caramel and dealing with the fame. You've been waiting for me. He asked these questions. We got a few good years to kill. Can't help but wonder if he also is breaking that fourth wall and kind of alluding once more and asking us, the fans, have we been waiting? We still got a few good years to kill with this music and with this art before the end, before Judgment Day. And there's kind of that double as well. And then as I talked about and discussed too, like for me, this mythology in this realm, in this world also, to me, happens in his mental landscape as well. And happens within his own mind. And you have the light and the dark and the shadows of life and death and that conflict within here as well. For me, a lot of these notes, you hear that reverb and then that echo out, and it hits that way, just creating that sense of depth in that space, because I feel like we are creating just something like epic, right? Something godlike in that sense. And I think the approach to the mixing and the mastering reflects that and reflects trying to create this soundscape and this landscape.
For me.
Wow. There was some anger there. Love that delivery. Yeah, strings make sense. Wow. And there's again just kind of that noise of something other as we have these flashes again of what is seen and unseen to me, or what is present and what is to come. But again, you just hear that little sound, just something it's not instrumentation. And it's there, and it's filling the void and filling the space to still hold that tension. Right after just an absolute beautiful depth of strings and violin. Such a journey. But for me, I love how it's a world, you know, it's a world lyrically, it's a world of sound. There's so much put into the details, and you just get that sense of someone who truly loves the art that they put out and just pours their soul really into that. And I think it just exudes itself and is reflected upon the music and the choices. And someone who's also not afraid to experiment. I mean, Sleep Token, they push the boundaries, and you never know what to expect and what turn we're going to take within the song. And I love that. I love that how they always leave you hanging on the edge. Sleep Token, you were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. And listen, that is the Sleep Token journey of their album. If you've enjoyed it, do me a huge favor. Support the channel. Subscribe with notifications on. Also, comment below any recommendations, any other songs you want me to check out, any other things for Metal Monday. I'm wide open. I'm always loving the journey. I'm always enjoying it. I especially love artists like this. You know I appreciate the support. Oh, join up with the Patreon. Great family, great community on there. All supports the content and everything that I put out. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. Take care of these, take care of these. I'll catch you again.
You know I'm going now with a bang. Bang. Tell them leave the bag in a bang. Bang. You should check the tags where we hang. Hey. You know I'm going now with a bang. Know I'm going now with a bang. Bang. Tell them leave the bag in the bank.